Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to create a timer within PowerPoint that you can then start during your presentation. And take note that this does not require any add-ins. So the existing skills that you should have to be able to do this is to know how to create shapes as well as text boxes in PowerPoint and to be able to use basic animation, specifically the entrance and exit effects. I'm going to show you two options today, and the first is that of a disappearing shape. So you can see here that I have created a basic shape and written 10 seconds here, which is the duration of my countdown. So when I click on the mouse, it's going to disappear exactly over 10 seconds. And this is probably one of the simpler ways of creating a timer. The second option is to create individual numbers and then have them disappear at fixed intervals over the duration of your countdown. So here is a countdown of 5 seconds, and again, when I click on the mouse, the numbers will start to disappear. And you can see that they are going off at 1 second intervals. And I have a little text box here that says time's up. So we're going to look at the options in turn, and let's start with option 1. Here is the disappearing shape. There are 4 simple steps. First, create a shape. Add your timer duration, which is simply just to click in the shape and then type in your timer duration. Add the exit animation. In this instance, I have chosen the wedge exit effect. And then adjust your timing options so that your shape will disappear over your fixed countdown time duration. So let me actually show you how to do this, and I will exit slideshow mode for this. We're going to start from scratch because this method is actually quite simple. So first thing we're going to do is to create a shape. So go to your toolbar and select Insert, and you can go to shapes, and I'm again going to select the circle shape, and I've just used the most basic shape with the original default fill options. So click inside your shape and just type in the duration of your timer. I'm going to enlarge the text. Now the next thing to do would be to create your exit animation effect. So you click on this and go up again to your toolbar, select animations. Usually the default effects will be entrance animation effects. What we want is the exit animation effects. So you click on this down arrow for more, and just scroll down here, click on this more exit effects, and here is the wedge effect. You can experiment with other effects, but I find this one particularly useful for a countdown timer. So I'm going to select this, and you can see that there is a quick preview here, and then just click on OK. Now the important part is to set the timing. So again, we click on this, and you can see here that you want it to start on the click because you want to activate your timer on clicking the mouse. And the duration should be the exact duration of your countdown timer, which in this instance is 10 seconds. So I simply just key in 10 and then click on anywhere on the slide, and it's done. So I've just deleted the original timer, and we're now going to look at the timer that we have just created. And again, it only starts when you click on the mouse. So I'm going to click now, and we can see that this will disappear over 10 seconds. You can check the timing with a stopwatch to make sure that it's accurate. So this is the first option done. Now the second option involves individual disappearing numbers. So you need to actually create a number of text boxes or shapes with numbers in them with important timer checkpoints. Here we can see two examples. One is a 5-second countdown timer and one is a 30-second countdown timer. Then we have to add our exit effect animation, and I have chosen again the simplest one, which is disappear. And this is the most important part. You have to make sure that you select Start After Previous so that each subsequent text box will disappear after the desired interval. For example, in this 5-second timer, I want to select a 1-second interval to start disappearing after the previous text box. For this one, because the intervals are at 5 seconds, I will select my interval to be 5 seconds to start after the previous. So let's have another quick look at the actual timer in action. So I'm going to click on the mouse now, and you can see that the numbers disappear at 1-second intervals. And I've also added another text box here, which says time's up. So let's exit slideshow mode. And here are the text boxes that I've created, but without any animation. So we're going to put in the animation. The first one is simply going to be disappearing on the click. So again, click for more and then more exit effects, and simply choose disappear and OK. And click on this. You can see up here that we want it to disappear on click because this is going to be essentially the activation of your timer, and there's no delay. This starts immediately. The delay will actually come in with the next text boxes. So I'm going to select them all, and I'm also going to select the disappear exit effect. So let's select this for all of them and then click OK. It may be easier to actually view this if your animation pane is visible. So I'm going to make it visible here. So you can see that all of these have the same exit disappear effect. Now, the important part starts here now. When you want to select your timing, this is not going to be on click, but this is going to be after the previous one has taken effect. So select after previous, and you want to then select your delay and make this 1 second. So each of these subsequent text boxes, 4, 3, 2, and 1, will disappear 1 second after the previous one has disappeared. Then just click anywhere on the slide and you're done with your timer. Now we have to put in this time's up text box. So click on this, and here is a different effect. It's going to be an appear effect rather than a disappear effect because you want this to appear at the end of your countdown. So select appear. And again, you do not want it to appear on click. You want it to appear after the last number has disappeared. So again, after previous, and again, simply you want it to appear 1 second after that 1 second indicator has disappeared. So let's have a look at the effect just to make sure we've done it correctly. Again, it appears here and I activate it by clicking on the mouse. So click. And this is how it works. It may be actually more polished if you want to have everything appear or disappear in the same location. So what we can do, and we're going to drag each of these boxes onto the same spot. So this is your final one, and here is the second last one, and make sure you right click and select bring to front so that it appears on top. And here again, right click, bring to front, and you want to drag this here, and similarly right click, bring to front, dragging it here, and again the same thing for the remaining two numbers. And let's have a look at the outcome. So again, we have just the text box visible that says 5, and I'm going to click on the mouse. And that's your timer. So I've shown you two methods of creating timers in PowerPoint without the need for using any add-ins, and I hope you have fun exploring this new skill. Thank you.